Hello and welcome to a Total War match on Rome 2 for the Total War tournament that I help run on Facebook. For the rules and layout of the tournament, I'll hopefully explain now. Each of the 36 contestants start here, trying to make their way through without losing a game. If you lose a game, you're out. They'll have to make it to the semis and then hopefully first place. If they make it to first place, they'll be winning a $25 Steam gift card. Thank you to the group and the people who support it. In this match, we have me, Trouty, your host, versus Cave Johnson, who's a good friend of mine called Severio. Yeah, I'll go to the army breakdown. Playing Rome, who's the red in this battle, we have Cave Johnson. His army consists of 4 armoured legionnaires, 3 auxiliary Syrian archers, 4 Evocati cohort, I can never say that, I'm sorry, 3 Vigiles, 1 heavy onager, and 1 general's bodyguard. For the Macedon, or Macedon, I'm sorry, whichever way you want to say it, I say Macedon in my opinion, it's how it's spelled, which is by me, Trouty. We have 4 foot companions for my front line, 3 thorax sword for the flanks, 2 archers, 2 slingers, 4 citizen cav on each of the far right and the far left flanks, and 1 companion cavalry, which is my general. So, just looking at the quick formations, we have the armoured legionnaires up front for Rome, followed by his auxiliary Syrian archers, which are very, very nasty to come up against. And then we have another line of Evocati. I'm going to butcher these, I'm sorry. Evocati cohort is what they're going to be called. 4 of those, so 4 legions, 3 Syrian archers, and then 4 Evocati cohort. We're then followed by 3 units of Vigiles, who are pretty much your everyday man. They do look a lot more Roman, or maybe not. Yeah, they look more Roman than those. But then we have a general's bodyguard on horse and the heavy onager, which is actually crushing a few of these Vigiles. They're having a rough time over there. Like, he's not bothered, but okay. For the Macedon side, we have the flank on the left, consisting of the companion cav, which is my general, citizen cavalry, another citizen cavalry unit. The centre is comprised of 4 units of foot companions, 2 thorax swordsmen on the right, 1 thorax swordsman on the left, archers and slingers on the back, and then another weak right flank, just for encirclement. As soon as I play this, the match is going to go really quickly, because obviously I'd seen what had happened, an onager being there, and I was like, oh crap, my foot companions are going to get trod on, which they pretty much do. So as soon as I start this, the game will begin. So let's go. Okay, the first action I'm pretty sure I do is just make everything move forward. Yeah, here you go. So we're going to have an advancement from the Macedon side. Rome's standing fast, which is completely, probably the right thing to do against a big wall of pike. We have cavalry on the left coming for an encirclement, and the cavalry on the right trying to flank. My aim was to try and get round, and then obviously come into the back. Maybe take out the onager before it could do any damage, because I don't think it... Oh yeah, it had hit, but it hadn't done much damage. When I get closer, it does a lot more, which isn't the greatest. But I think it's because I was running. It was missing. Rome's gone for a defensive turtle style strategy, which is perfect for Rome. I mean, they love doing that. And the armoured legionnaires are going nowhere. They're not going to rout anytime soon. I have got a very thin line, so like I said, hopefully, yeah, the onager takes out loads. I remember I was really bricking it, to be honest. I played this earlier today. I hopefully tried to get it right first time. I mean, we have a proper testudo formation with his whole army, nearly unbreakable. I mean, if you can predict who the winner of this is, then you are a true general. Apparently my cav here has disappeared, but I do have 2 more units with this general unit of companion cavalry. I don't know why they've disappeared. I'm guessing they're in the trees, so they're hidden. We have a true box formation here appearing with the pike approaching. Okay. The onager, I don't know why it missed so much. I mean, I've seen onagers do so much damage, especially in like ranked games where you, well, not ranked, but like public games. Like the AI seems to always miss, especially when a unit's running. But onagers with a play, yeah. See, like this unit was completely and utterly, really damaged. Is the word I was looking for there. A big chunk of men missing there. Oh dear me. I don't think this unit lasts very long at all. I think it dies pretty quickly. Here we have a general advance though, under heavy Syrian archer fire. I'll slow it down just so I can keep up with everything. So first we've been charged before I could even get the pikes down. Oh, I think I do get them. Some of them get down anyway, but I think this unit is going to take a bit of a beating from the Roman legionnaires there. On the flank, you still can't see anything, but I was waiting for an opportune moment to try and capitalise on it, and Rome was quite hard to exploit because they didn't really have a flank. We have, yeah, his general, and then, here they are. This is my other group of citizen cav. And I was trying to just encircle, but look at this onager, point blank into a, and it still misses. I'm sure when we were playing this live that it did a lot more damage. So for the front line, obviously we've got foot companions versus legionnaires, just elite versus elite really. I mean, the foot companions did a good job at holding the front line. I don't really know what happened, but well, you'll find out. So the armoured legionnaires are losing decisively. Is that the same? Oh, combat even here. Okay, I think it was just that one group. Yeah, and even this group sort of recovered. I mean, they killed the ones that hadn't got their pikes down. The rest eventually got theirs, and now they're winning. So, yeah, they were really good. Thorax swordsmen, I think they lose. I'm not sure, but we do have a bit of like heavy versus heavy, and then swordsman versus swordsman. With the Syrian archers, and I remember, yeah, exactly. The Syrian archers just decimate my my missile units. There's just nothing left. I mean, credit to him for bringing a better unit than me. I'm getting absolutely spat on. I mean, that unit has 43 of 120. The slingers are doing okay. I'm pretty sure 8 kills and 14 kills. These are going to have, yeah, big body counts. 39, 60, 49. Sort of, yeah, this unit's losing. Again, that unit's routing right away. Okay, so we have another envelop from Macedon. I'm trying to completely take this flank. And we have a charge here from the citizen cav into his backlines of vigiles. Trying to break through, trying to get to the Syrian archers, because, like I said, they are tearing through and they're causing quite a morale panic. I don't know if they're using, what type of shot they're using, I can't tell, but the arrows overhead are still going to have a negative effect on any of these units. Oh, we have a routing unit already. The armoured legionnaires, they're routing. I think I was trying to get in the back here, but Cave Johnson has seen. He will retaliate. And he will advance. Oh, into my back line and into my front line and to this flanking unit. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, right. I think I'm Whoa, there's no spears then. I think the animation got cancelled. To the front line, it's the same still. But the back line, do I charge my cav? Ah, yeah. The cav is approaching very slowly. I don't think I wanted it to... Yeah, here we go. We've got a unit running. The general is coming in. I'm trying to just get round the back, to be honest, because it was nearly impossible to get round his front line. And we have a unit that's won here. Are they completely dead? Oh no, there's a bit left. 72 unit decisively. They have pushed through, though. They pushed through the middle of the pikes, and these ones are getting a bit chewed on. Front line, completely lost my unit here. I don't know where they went. Disappeared. Yeah, I seem to have lost the unit of pikemen. I've got 1, 2, 3. I had 4, so the 4th one's disappeared, and then I've just got thorax sword and thorax sword, and they've taken this unit out. So we are going knock for knock. I mean, I've lost this unit, he's lost the unit, and then his other unit here has disappeared. I've lost a lot of missile troops. I don't know what I was trying to do with this flank. Oh, I'm trying to get round, I think. On the left. Or the right flank, but my left, for the way I was looking at it. We've just got a bloodbath going on. I think I just sacrificed these citizen cav just to hold his vigilés so I could try and get my general's bodyguard round. But I mean, they've got a fair few kills, to be fair. But I think they are losing in total. I mean, they're outnumbered, so. Thorax sword and the Evocati. Yeah, the Evocati. They are really strong. I mean, Macedon really lacks melee infantry. They only really have the thorax swordsman and the peltas, the royal peltas, to do anything for them. This unit, again, I think I'm just trying to go for a flank. I can't explain. It probably was a misclick, to be honest. But I was far too focused on this chaos going on in the middle. I mean, I've somehow rallied this unit. We're winning on the left flank somehow. We're losing on the right flank completely. The onagers are still far and away. I've not had a unit get there yet. Is that his Syrian? So we've finally got to his Syrian archers. I mean, he did a really good job at defending, and it made it nearly impossible. Charge from the citizen cav into what remains of the Evocati cohort. And I think we'd enveloped... No. That's not his. That's the Evocati. This turns into another bloodbath. I really didn't know what to do with the cav. I didn't have enough infantry to hold a proper front line. So I ended up using my citizen cav to almost be my front line unit, which is something I'd messed up in the initial planning. I didn't expect to see such a hefty and bulky Roman side. I was hoping for more of a skirmish battle, but it turned very quickly into a bloodbath, and I didn't have much control over it. Companion cav, I think... Are they going to charge? I think they charge into here. I think they get caught, actually. I think I'm trying to get to the back lines, but they get caught. The Roman onager it's still alive. It's just firing away. To the front line, the foot companions are pushed through. We've got a unit of another foot companion, 2 foot companions fighting some armored legionnaires, and my slingers, archers, and archers are moving up to get into combat here. On the right flank, I mean, they got demolished. He did really well surrounding my right flank. I couldn't really do much. The thorax swordsman just got obliterated, and so did they. They disappeared and they didn't come back, sadly. On this side, though, this is looking a bit more positive. 2 units of the Evocati cohort, and we have them pretty much surrounded. Foot companions should move in soon, and hopefully take a few more out. Some of his auxiliary, I can never say that word. Auxiliary Syrian archers have rallied. Here we go. Companion cavalry into the back of the front lines. That's what I was trying to do. Does he counter here? Does he get the... No, he doesn't get the counter charge off. I do get the successful charge into their back lines. I think this turned the tide on here because I was struggling. I'm quite outnumbered. It's a good charge into the back of the armoured legionnaires. They just don't rout. I mean, so you just have to kill them all. Which is fine, I mean, if you've got good units. But if you've got units that aren't any good... like the thorax swordsmen, who are pretty much a flanking unit, they're just going to rout. I mean, they couldn't even beat Evocati cohort, so... we have I'll speed up a bit. We have a general, his general bodyguard. I think he does the same thing. I have all my cavalry's in combat now, and he's just free to go into my backlines over here. And this onager's still firing away. Just takes out a citizen cav. Oh! Straight through the lines. I mean, I couldn't do anything about it. I don't even think I take it out. It just wasn't at the top of my concern. I didn't really notice at the time how much damage it was doing. I was more concerned about the armored legionnaires completely surrounding my whole... I mean, there's just no battle line anymore. It's chaos. We said this after we had the battle. I just couldn't do anything other than it turn into a bloodbath, and neither could he. It was a very gritty battle. I mean, on this side, the citizen cav, they did get a lot of kills. 114, wow. And then this unit got... Oh, that's the companion cav. I don't know where the other unit is, but I think it got quite a few as well. They got 52 kills. I mean, the Thoric Swordmen did alright, and they've got 35, and they've rallied. It's still firing away. We've got a counter charge from here. Oh, it's just destroying those foot companions. Counter charge into his back lines of Trouty. Again, I can't describe what was going on. It was just a bloodbath, and the micro was awful from me. So I just had too many cavalry units. Should have taken a few more infantry like he did. But all in all, I mean, it's going okay. It's not. It's complete chaos, and that onager is just literally rolling through my my front line. Well, what's left of my front line. The Evocati, I don't know. They are so strong. Like they're basically like a budget armored legionnaire, and they do so much damage. Like 190 kills here. He completely won the right flank. I mean, I've just got scrap units left. Some Thoric Swordsmen that have rallied. Some foot companions. They're doing alright, to be fair. With 145 kills versus 140... Oh, no, 223 kills versus 143 and 100... That's pretty decent, to be fair. This unit isn't rallying... This unit isn't routing anytime soon. Foot companions are extremely good. That's why I wanted them. Another charge from his general bodyguard into my left flank. And there's just pure chaos. I was trying to push this foot companion unit in, but as everyone knows, Rome 2 pike units are a bit... here we go. I've tried to move them, and half of them either turn their pikes the wrong way or completely pull their pikes up and pull a sword out, and then they're awful in combat. So I was trying to get the best of both worlds, and I mean, I think it comes into some sort of decent formation. But we do have his unit of Evocati's completely surrounded here, with companion cav on both sides and citizen cav on the other, so they're getting slaughtered right now. I mean, citizen cav 27 kills and 57 from the companion cav, and his general bodyguard has 30, so 30 remaining. Here we go, another charge from some more Vigiles, This was the moment where I started thinking, oh dear, I have definitely lost this fight. I was going to put GG, stop playing. It went so quickly. Like I've played other games before, and they've gone on for a long time. Thoric Swordsman routing on the right flank with some slingers just shooting at him point blank. Classic slinger. Some citizen cav that rallied. I think I'm going to take out the auxiliary Syrian archers because they were still around, and they were causing me a lot of pain, shooting all the units that could possibly rally. Oh, let me quickly come over here. We had a companion. We had a very dicey moment. Where his countercharge with the Vigiles somehow pushed through my lines a bit, completely enveloping my unit of companion cav and my other citizen cav unit. Oh yeah, it's here, but it's and my general's dead. Oh, right. I knew it happened. I didn't know it happened now. So that's why they were routing. So my general is dead at the moment, and that's why I've taken these out, because I didn't want to lose my pretty much my only viable cavalry unit left. I mean, he did a great job with the Vigilate charge. I just couldn't do anything about it. Foot companions, they're still standing strong in the middle against those armored legionnaires. I mean, these aren't even detachments anymore. It's just a handful of men bashing it out to the death. 231 kills from the armored legionnaires, 302 from the foot companions. Cleaning up those Syrian archers, finally. I mean, they must have, yeah, 79 kills. That's not on. Citizen cav, hopefully take these armored legionnaires out and let these foot companions have some breathing room so I can get into this mosh pit of a fight over here. I mean, even his Roman heavy onager, after getting 135 kills, joined this mosh pit. I just couldn't do anything. We've got the foot companions. I'm trying to get them into some sort of battle line again. I mean, I hate pikemen in Rome 2. They're so effective, but they're just awful. The AI is a bit retarded sometimes. Chasing down his general bodyguard now. Tried to leave that battle. And we have 17 left. I mean, my general's dead, so I'm just going on a... Ah, here we go. I think we kill him. See if we can get the moment when his general dies. Do we get it? Is it this guy? He's just charging in. Surrounded his general. There we go. And that's his general. So we got his general, and then he started panicking, and his unit started routing as well. We made some sort of battle line with the front companions. Foot companions, even not the front. Well, the front line of... Getting my words middle up, I apologise. The citizen cav, just completely annihilated. There's 9 left, just clearing those up. On the right, well, I can't even say right and left flank anymore. The slingers rallied, of course they did. Detrimental, and I was just trying to... I put them on a skirmish, just trying to take these unit of Ivocati as far as I could away, while he wasn't noticing, to try and sort out the mess over here before I have to deal with another fresh unit. We got this unit on the side, the Vigiles, so they should hopefully die soon. Foot companions, spears down, charging in. Good old Sarissa. Again, foot companions on this side. I don't know how, but this whole unit of Vigiles just seemingly like routed because the general died. But they didn't even take that many... I mean, they got a lot of kills, but they didn't take that many casualties. And obviously his Roman Heavy Odd is just going to die. So this was the bit when I thought, oh dear, it's all over. His general died, and then it sort of turned in the other way. I don't know how. It must have been these slingers over here doing absolute bits with 55 kills. Amazing, worth of 220 gold. Vigiles in the middle, again, routed. Like, they've lost hardly anything. And I've got units with 15 and 14 out of 18 fighting to the death. Foot companions coming in the rear of the Avati cohort, or what's left of it, and his Vigiles. And then we just... It's a bit of a clean-up job. I mean, extremely dicey clean-up job. I'm trying to clean... And then we've got the Ivocati coming in, pretty much a fresh unit. With his other very heavy. The Roman on is just going to go. That's expected. Some Vigiles routing. Quick march into the rear of... To try and save what's left of my companion cav. I really don't want them to lose them. But we have a sort of front line with exposed flank of foot companions fighting to the death. 48 of them left. Level 3 in experience with 318 kills. I mean, well worth what I paid for them. 227 on the other side. So elite versus elite here. Thorax swordsmen coming in. What's left of those? And some more foot companions trying to come in to help defeat those Ivocati. I think the whole companion cavalry unit just fights to the death. It doesn't rout. It just... Yeah, it just... Oh, it does rout. I lied. It had 3 left, though, so fair enough. I mean, they did a good job getting into the flanks of the front line. Foot companions, again, 39 fighting 81 Ivocati. Ivocati just standing there waiting for their turn to fight one-on-one instead of surrounding. Good old Rome 2 AI. And clearly the Sarissa will be the champion in this battle. But we do try and get a foot companion unit into the rear of these Ivocati. Again, I'm having problems with the AI getting into a line and putting their pikes down. There we go. Finally, I finally worked it out. I think I actually... And he's just realised what's going on. Not having his Ivocati beat. And he made the biggest mistake right there. Made the biggest mistake. He pushed through a line of tried to push past the foot companions, but he trapped probably about 25 or so units, and they got split up from this unit. And then as soon as it got split up, it was fighting 2 sides, and they were trying to move through instead of attack and just getting, well, murdered. So I try and capitalise on that, and then they routed straight away. They routed straight away, which was pretty much the end for him. Unfortunate, very unfortunate, but there was nothing he could do. This unit was going to get enveloped or whatever, and I suppose I would have probably done the cess. Costly enemy victory for Rome and a Pyrrhic victory for me. Here is the valiant defeat. We have Cave Johnson with deployed 2,200 and Trouty with 2,000 deployed. Losses on both sides being very, very dramatic. I had just over like 300 units left, and he had about 200 or so. closer to 300 as well. The same amount of kills pretty much, so it was all just placement down to the end. All my cavalry doing an absolute boss job. 120 with those citizen cav, 114 with those companion cavalry, 367 with that unit of foot companions at the front that survived to the end. Same with the other one, 274. Missile units very cheap, but being efficient, killing 50 or so units each and 150 here from that group of archers. Thorax swordsmen kind of got shat on really, and they didn't do much at all. Another unit of Thorax swordsmen not doing much. On the Roman side, we had his general and bodyguard, which surprisingly only got 26 kills. I don't know why that is. I think it got bogged up in fighting and didn't really have enough time to hammer an anvil. His siege onager, heavy onager even, with 140 kills, being an absolute pain in my side until the very end. They actually ran out of ammo, which is quite a rare sight to see in a 1v1. Auxiliary Syrian archers with nearly 100 kills each. And then, obviously, the armoured legionnaires. Disgusting to fight against, because they just don't rout. 233 here, 116. Some ones that didn't get that many kills. I think that was the ones that were either in the front line that got destroyed by my foot companions and my missiles. And then his Ivocati cohort that was, again, well worth the money for sure. And his Vigiles that didn't really do much and routed far too quickly. I mean, they are like Town Watch-esque, that sort of Hastati, but they didn't really do much at all. And maybe you could have picked up another siege unit, or maybe something like... he lacked cavalry, mainly. I think that was the only reason why I had like the chance to envelop in. I could take the left flank and the right flank at the same time. And his box formation was quite hard to get into, but you had to sort of crack it like a nut. But in the way I was trying to crack it, I just lost too many men. Looking back, I'd have probably taken a fewer cav, maybe some more infantry. I mean, the missiles did nothing. I mean, they get a fair amount of kills, but like, with the amount of units, like infantry units he had, I'd probably need some more units of infantry myself. But obviously I couldn't tell what he had. So 11 minutes being a very short battle, considering there was only 2,000. But it was a bit of a bloodbath. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, tell me. If you didn't, still tell me what's wrong, and I'll try and change it. So yeah, thank you. If you want to join the group, the Total War tournament, I'll leave it in the description. If you want to join in the later tournaments that we will have, but there should be a few running. So anyway, that's it. See ya.